As I began reading the message, one feeling became stronger than anything else. It felt as though a curtain was slowly being pulled back. Spirit showed me someone standing just before sunrise. The world was still quiet, but the first rays of light were already beginning to touch the horizon. That image tells me one thing very clearly. Something hidden is preparing to be seen. For a long time, you have lived quietly with gifts that many people never truly noticed. Perhaps you never spoke about your biggest dreams. Perhaps you protected parts of your personality because you feared misunderstanding or judgment. Maybe life taught you that staying unnoticed felt safer than standing in the spotlight. But Spirit says that season is ending. The cards are showing me that people around you are beginning to realize there is much more to you than they ever imagined. Some may discover your talents. Others may recognize your wisdom. Some may finally understand your kindness. And a few may realize they completely underestimated you. This isn't because you suddenly changed overnight. It's because you've been quietly growing while everyone else was distracted. Growth often happens in silence. A tree doesn't make noise while its roots spread deeper into the earth. Likewise, your strength has been developing beneath the surface. Spirit wants you to know that the foundation you've been building is now strong enough to support the success that is approaching. I also sense that many of you almost stepped into your power once before. Perhaps there was an opportunity, a conversation, a creative project, a relationship, or a dream you nearly pursued. Something caused you to hesitate. Maybe criticism made you question yourself. Maybe fear whispered that you weren't ready. So you stepped back. But the cards say this time feels completely different. You're no longer seeking approval before believing in yourself. You're beginning to understand that your value has never depended on someone else's opinion. That realization changes everything. The next energy surrounding this reading feels deeply emotional. Spirit shows me a lantern glowing in the middle of a dark forest. The lantern doesn't remove the entire darkness. It simply lights the next few steps. That is exactly how your path is unfolding. You don't need every answer today. You only need enough light for the next step. Each decision you make with faith creates the path ahead. Many of you have spent years comparing your journey to someone else's. Spirit gently asks you to stop. Your story was never meant to look like theirs. Your timing is unique. Your purpose is unique. Your blessings are arriving according to your own divine schedule. The cards also reveal that people have been quietly watching your journey. Some admire your determination from a distance. Others have been curious about what you're building. You may believe nobody notices your efforts, but Spirit says that's simply not true. Your consistency has left a stronger impression than you realize. Someone who rarely speaks about it has tremendous respect for your resilience. For a few of you, this person may soon open a new door, an invitation, a recommendation, a meaningful conversation, something that helps move your life forward. But Spirit shows another message hidden within it. Many of you learned to make yourselves smaller because someone in your past convinced you that your light was too much, too emotional, too ambitious, too different, too sensitive, too expressive. So you slowly began editing yourself before anyone else had the chance. Spirit says those old voices are losing their power. You're remembering who you were before fear became your companion. That version of you still exists. They've simply been waiting patiently beneath layers of self-doubt. The universe is now inviting that authentic version back into the world. I also keep seeing the image of calm water. When water becomes perfectly still, it reflects everything clearly. Spirit says your mind is becoming like that still water. Old confusion is settling. New clarity is arriving. Soon you'll make a decision that feels incredibly obvious, even though it once seemed impossible. Sometimes peace doesn't arrive because life becomes easier. Peace arrives because your heart finally knows which direction to walk. Another important message comes through very strongly. Stop measuring your worth by how loudly others celebrate you. The cards remind you that true confidence grows from within. Recognition from others is beautiful, but self-belief is even more powerful. When you genuinely believe in yourself, the world naturally begins responding differently. People trust your voice, they value your ideas, they notice your presence, not because you've changed, but because you've finally allowed your authentic energy to shine without apology. I also sense that many of you are entering a season where unexpected opportunities appear quickly. Something you've been hoping for may arrive through an unusual path, a coincidence, a recommendation, a message, a conversation you almost didn't have. Spirit smiles and says there are no accidents. Divine timing often looks like coincidence until we understand the bigger picture. As this first part of the reading comes to a close, remember this. You are not becoming someone new. You are remembering who you've always been. The world isn't about to meet a different version of you. It's finally about to meet the real one. And when that happens, many people will wonder how they ever underestimated your light. Something that has been quietly building beneath the surface suddenly becomes impossible to ignore. I don't believe this is just an internal transformation. I believe the people around you are about to notice it too. Someone who once overlooked you will suddenly begin paying attention. Someone who underestimated your abilities will start speaking about your success. Someone who doubted your potential will quietly realize they were wrong. This isn't about proving anyone wrong. It's about finally allowing your life to reflect the truth you've been growing into. Spirit keeps showing me an open doorway. You've spent so much time knocking on closed doors that you almost forgot what it feels like when one opens effortlessly. This next opportunity won't require you to chase it. It will feel natural. It will feel aligned, and most importantly, it will feel peaceful. That peace is your confirmation. Many of you have become so used to struggle that ease almost feels unfamiliar. But Spirit says your next chapter isn't built on constant fighting. It's built on alignment. The cards also show a circle of people talking about you. Don't let that image create fear. This isn't gossip born from negativity. It's recognition. Your name begins appearing in conversations you've never been part of. Someone recommends you. Someone remembers your kindness. Someone shares your work. Someone opens a door simply because they believe in your gifts. Spirit wants you to understand that your reputation is becoming stronger than your doubts. Perhaps you've wondered, does anyone notice my effort? Does anyone see how hard I've worked? Spirit answers with complete confidence. Asterisk, yes, more people notice than you realize. Many simply haven't spoken about it yet. The Six of Wands reminds you that success often arrives all at once after a long period of invisible preparation. Like a flower blooming, nobody watches the roots growing. Everyone notices the blossom. Your blossom season is beginning. I also sense a beautiful shift happening in your confidence. You're no longer introducing yourself through your fears. Instead, you're beginning to introduce yourself through your strengths. That energy changes everything. People naturally trust confidence that comes from authenticity, not arrogance, not perfection, simply someone comfortable being themselves. That is exactly who you're becoming. Spirit also brings an unexpected message regarding love. Someone has been quietly observing you. They admire your character far more than your appearance. They've noticed your patience, your kindness, your resilience, your ability to remain compassionate even after difficult experiences. This person hasn't been rushing because they wanted to understand your heart first. For some of you, this connection begins with friendship. For others, it begins through work, study, travel, or mutual acquaintances. Whatever the path may be, Spirit says this relationship feels stable. There are no games, no confusion, no uncertainty, only honesty, only respect, only peace. I also see abundance flowing into your life, not only financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. The cards remind you that true wealth includes peaceful mornings, healthy relationships, meaningful work, and a joyful heart. Money supports life, peace transforms it. Spirit says you are attracting both. The next card appearing is Asterisk, the Wheel of Fortune. This card always reminds us that seasons change. Nothing stays difficult forever. Nothing remains uncertain forever. The wheel is turning, not against you, toward you. The delays you've experienced weren't punishments. They were preparation. Everything you've learned is becoming useful. Every challenge strengthened qualities you'll soon depend upon. Nothing has been wasted. I also feel that many of you will soon receive unexpected confirmation that you're moving in the right direction. Perhaps repeated numbers, a meaningful dream, a conversation repeating the exact message you've needed to hear, or simply an unexplainable feeling of peace. Spirit often whispers before it shouts. Pay attention to gentle signs. They're guiding you. The person we've been becoming is finally ready to step fully into life. You're no longer living a smaller version of yourself. You're no longer apologizing for your gifts. You're no longer hiding your light to make others comfortable. Instead, you're choosing authenticity. And authenticity attracts everything meant for you. The people who truly belong in your life will celebrate your growth. Those who become uncomfortable simply reveal they were connected to an older version of you. Bless them with love, then continue walking forward, because your journey was never meant to remain small. Spirit leaves one final message before this reading ends. There are opportunities already searching for you. There are people praying to meet someone exactly like you. There are dreams waiting for your courage. There are blessings waiting for your confidence. Trust this new season, even if it begins quietly. Even if only you can feel the change today. The universe often completes its greatest work behind the scenes before revealing it to the world. Take one deep breath, close your eyes for a moment, and repeat this affirmation with your whole heart. Asterisk, I no longer hide my light. I welcome recognition, abundance, meaningful relationships, and beautiful opportunities into my life. I trust divine timing. I believe in my gifts. I am ready for the life that has been preparing itself for me. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Universe. Thank you. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this reading resonated with your heart, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more timeless tarot readings, and share it with someone who may need this message today. Until next time, may your path be filled with clarity, confidence, and countless blessings.